the recap. Since I got home 30 minutes ago, I forgot to write down the recap, and I usually wait to the last minute to write it down. But I will summarize my notes from last time that I am opening right now and trying to find the right page.
We talked to a bunch of giants.
You talked to a bunch of giants, and you got the situation that's going on, and you guys formulated a plan, which involved Aoife climbing a wall invisibly, disarming the alarm with a dispel, and then getting the giant prince out. And then, with the deactivated defenses, you will assault the castle with the deactivated defenses that are deactivated.
Are they deactivated though?
You don't know. You gotta get the prince out first.
I'm just joking because you said deactivated a couple times.
I've been sorting mosquito larvae all day. I went in at 8. I left
Gross.
at 6:30. It was great. It was great. So great.
Sounds gross.
I mean, it's better than mouse work.
If you say so.
I mean, I don't have to open the mouse's chest.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, we also have a thunderstorm going on here. I should be fine now.
If we can't play today, I'm not gonna cry.
I'm fine.
Okay.
I dragged myself out of the mosquito room, out of the microscope room to do this. I'm doing this already. I've had this battle planned for 3 weeks. 3?
I'm excited.
Good.
I'm so excited.
So, I will zoom us in to the map, which has already been revealed. There is...
If anybody isn't on the right spot, it's in the lower middle left.
I apologize. It's a huge map because these are giants. So big. Yes, it is the lower left-hand corner. And currently, you would be at window. Let me mark the window.
3.
Yes, you would be at window 3. So like,
Which was like
right there, kind of.
here.
Yeah, kind of there.
Yeah.
Right there. Pretend there's a window there.
Oh, I will say, we think from a scrying that we did that the giant that we're sent to rescue, the prince, is probably dominated.
Yes.
So that's the theory.
Spell-wise.
Spell-wise.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Yes.
kind of like looking at a wall, not really
Well,
responding.
We did kind of we're like, we sure he's not, turncoat? And they're like, probably not. And then we scryed, and he was like basically drooling, staring at the wall. And we're like, yeah, he's probably dominated.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. So, you guys want to... I assume you want to do a surprise grab. So, was it the dimension door idea? Was this the dimension door idea?
No. So our theory is that we're gonna go in the window.
Okay.
And then once we go in the window, is there glass in the window?
No, it's an arrow. It's pretty much an arrow slit.
Yeah.
But it's like
so
a U-size slit to
we
you
were
guys.
gonna.
yeah.
So
We were gonna
currently
polymorph.
well, we might not have to polymorph because teleport actually works with any size creature. We checked that. So our theory was we were going to bust in. We're currently all in the bag of holding except for Aoife, who's booking it up a wall. We did the dispel and the alarm. Aoife's going to jump in. We're going to pop out of the bag. Then we're going to teleport that motherfucker out with us. We're going to try not to engage.
Okay.
Because once we can get him away from the castle, they can't use the defenses. But we'll probably need to take a round or so because we're going to have to dispel the dominate on him. So we knew that it might not be instant, but we're going to try to not engage. We're basically just trying to get him out.
Okay. So you guys have so the dispel is going off on the alarm on the window. I need to. You're invisible, so this is going to be disadvantage on their end.
Am I rolling stealth?
Yeah. All right.
Also, I would say that it. Well, no, I won't do that. Continue.
Okay. It doesn't seem like anybody notices the dispellation.
Nice.
They're alert, but they're still like it's usually like they're on the on guard alert type of deal. All right, so what do you guys want to do
On
now?
guard.
Well, I was gonna say I've gone through my the list of things that I have, and since we had time to prepare, I would have greased myself up before we go in, just in case. I don't want to be restrained or anything, so
That is fair.
I'm sitting the whole greased up.
Okay.
I would have liked to suggested before we came up here. Once we get up here and the alarm has been dispelled, would anyone mind if I did a quick silence spell on this room?
Can teleport be cast without a somatic component?
You mean
Oh
a
no.
verbal component?
Yeah, it's a verbal, so we can't have silence in here unless you just can silence be dropped?
I think so.
Then I guess as long as you drop it before we do teleport, it should be fine.
Give me a second. So concentration up to 10 minutes. So
Oh, perfect. Yeah.
if I, yeah.
Yeah, I'd be down for a silence in here. That'd be handy.
I have no objection to silence.
Okie dokie. Then I shall cast silence. Give me a second to figure out. Alright, draw a rectangle. Shift.
Oh wait, hold on. Let me check dispel magic. Dispel magic might have a verbal component.
I mean, we can always.
I think almost all spells
We can always just transport him out, and then cast the dispel or whatever.
For teleport, you cannot teleport an unwilling creature. I have all the spells up that I know that we're gonna want Mallory to use because I know that she's not here. They're not here, so I'm just trying to like make sure that somebody's keeping an eye on the spells.
It's
not trying to
not
be
really a big issue because concentration can be dropped at any time. It doesn't have to be on Tilda's turn. Like you can see their turn coming up and you can drop it. You know.
Yeah.
And the only reason it wouldn't be able to voluntarily drop it would be is if you were unconscious, really, and at that point you've already dropped it.
1, 2, hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Come on, 8. Work with me here, folks. 2.
It just will stop any other
7, 8.
Any verbal
my
spell.
big concern. My biggest concern right now is that there's we know that there are 3 fire giants guarding this guy, so there's one outside the door.
Yeah.
My biggest concern is them calling for help.
Yeah, that's fair.
So
No, I think it's a good idea. It's just if things do go to shit, it's probably going to be more beneficial to drop because like doesn't your if we end up fighting, doesn't your Mel's weapon do thunder damage?
It can if I'm in my avatar state. Otherwise, it does lightning. I think. Let me double check. I know it does. It can do both, depending on if I'm the avatar or not. Let me.
I think that's it. But like also any spell like
Oh.
any spell that has a verbal component. itself, like-
Thunder's the one that it always does, and then lightning is the one that it can do if I'm in avatar state. So it would be doing thunder damage.
Okay. And that's fine. I
But
will
honestly,
drop
we're
it
not
if
we're
need
not trying to do a lot of
be.
damage in here right now.
Right. I mean, if we can silence this section here, sneak in, do the what's the word I'm looking for? The
Dispel.
dispel on Prince Man.
These
and
are
then-
times when I wish we had a camera on the DM just to see their face.
We used to. And then yeah. I mean, right now I think silence is
I think it's useful. I would say
Agreed.
go for it.
yeah. All right. So I cast silence on this section here. I think that's a 20-foot radius. Let me know if it's not.
I will double check. Yeah, it's about 20 foot. It's fine.
And notice that our target is not in there, so if anybody would like to cast a spell upon him, there is plenty of room around him with which to do so.
Perfect.
Okay.
Perfect.
At this point, I would like everybody to roll initiative. So let me get the thingy up. You can all place your tokens like outside of the window. We know not all of you are currently there, but just for we are in the hole purposes.
I'm going to refresh really quick because something has frozen on the roll 20.
I'll also roll my stuff.
215, 23, 215, 23. 215.
215, 23.
Yeah, my token isn't linked to the right sheet, so I have to manually put in my health every time. And I have to change my AC every time. Actually, no, I don't. I could just change this sheet so it has the right HP on it. Duh. Hey, now I'll load in with the right shit. Boop, boop, boop.
Yay.
Oh,
Alright.
sorry, Jack. I'm like,
Sometimes I'm not dumb.
The fire giant has not outside of the door has not been alerted as of yet.
Now, if we can get this done stealthily. that
Well,
would
right
be-
now, all of us except for Aoife are in a bag, so...
No, technically I would have had to come out of the bag to...
Oh, okay. Are you on your broom?
Presumably? I don't know.
So you could be floating outside the... Well, you would have to float like, vaguely inside the window, I guess, huh?
Yeah.
Because you have to have vision. That's fair. In that case, we've probably all popped out of the bag, then? Yes?
Okay. What are you guys holding on to?
Yeah.
I'm assuming Aoife came in before she let us out of the bag.
Or she's on the,
Ledge?
arrow slit.
Yeah,
ledge,
I assume because Aoife can literally walk on a wall.
Hmm.
That's where they were like standing. But I know Zaitari had to pop out to dispel the alarm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
So Tilda
Is there
probably
enough
would
of
have...
a ledge to stand on?
this is a sheer wall. So if you want to hold on to the wall, I'll need some athletic checks. Unless
Well, I'm
Tilda will be on
thinking-
her broom.
There's a spot in the window where you could stand, right?
Yeah, and it is an arrow slit, so it's maybe one person can stand there.
Okay. Well, could Zaitari stay there and dispel the alarm?
Yeah.
Yeah, and Tilda will be on her broom.
And the rest of you are still in the hole? Besides Aoife?
Yeah.
Okay.
'Cause
I
there's no
imagine the hole
spot for
is
us to
actually
go.
like open on the side of the
On the side of the
wall.
wall, like at Acme style.
Yeah, exactly.
DM, if you would put Zaitari on the map, I can like run her. I don't have access to her sheet, and her sheet won't open for me, but I can make decisions on what. She is in Zaitari.
Yeah, I can let me edit the sheet so you have access to it.
Oh, I won't be able to open it.
Okay.
I'm running. I'm basically playing on a toaster.
Oh, okay. That's fine. I will keep it open, and
Would
I
you-
Okay.
I will let you know
Is it a brave little toaster?
No.
what
It's a
you
sad old laptop.
what
What
you
is
will
it?
have at your disposal when her turn comes out. So let
Okay.
me just...
And
Would you
I'm
want me to run it? Because I have a great computer. I'm special. Haha.
That's fine. I was just volunteering because Mel's kind of easy, but if you want to go for it, that's fine.
I mean, rain is easy in so many ways, but
Oh,
Double entendre.
All right, you got access, KK.
all right.
Let me know if you need any help with anything, because my computer
Do
probably
you need
could-
help copying pasting song lyrics? Because we know it's you.
Damn it.
And I will go ahead and
somebody
roll
once told me the world was gonna.
Zaitari's actually you can do it and tell me what it is once we get her
Alright.
token out there.
Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Run around and desert you.
Okay, cool. All right. Well, that makes things
Yikes.
easy.
Well,
So she
Fuck.
is currently in the arrow slit, so we'll
But you
just
know
send her
what?
there.
Basically, once the first round of initiatives comes, you're kind of first if you're last. Right?
We're all trying to.
Rain, what would you like to do?
I mean, we're just waiting for the magic users to do their thing, right?
Yeah, basically,
yeah.
we just need
I
to get
got-
in there so you can let some of us out, and then, basically, anybody that gets out is mostly just going to be trying to stay out of the way and be there in case Zaitari needs aid while we dispel, and then teleport. Also, I was kind of thinking, after we teleport out, Zaitari can be otherwise engaged, so no one has to run Mallory's character, but we did plan on using her spells for this, so...
Yeah, we're not actually getting out, like, theoretically. I mean,
We're gonna
I mean, I
teleport our
am-
asses out once we
Yeah.
dispel the shit.
Yeah, it's not
So-
about attacking right now.
Yeah,
It's about
I'm just like-
sneaking.
I'm just like, yeah, shit. So are we all invisible, or is it only
We're-
did we do the upcasted invisibility, or did we not do that?
No,
What we
only
talked about.
Aoife.
Okay.
Only Aoife's got
Um,
the honor.
I'm scared what the DM's gonna do. I guess what will happen is I will use a casting of my suit's invisibility and make myself invisible.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. And I do have a climb speed, so I should be able to.
You have a climb speed?
I do.
Is it a rogue thing?
Yeah, it's a rogue
Yes.
thing.
Oh, nice. Oh, because you're like the second story work person.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I will invisibly scramble out of the hole and just stand just inside, I guess. That makes sense. Do I want? Yeah, I want to be like here. And doing it sneakily. And do I want to be in the silent? No, I don't want to be in the silent.
I mean,
So,
you
yeah.
are silent.
I am, but I have spells now. You know, it could.
Oh, that's a good point.
Would you like me
Um,
to roll? Because I am right next to the MDM. Would you like me to roll anything, or know,
you can.
my
I mean,
very
if you
low
really
DC?
want to stealth, you can. They are going to be rolling at disadvantage, so.
Tilda, the portent that we have up here, 3, 2, 9. Those are the current ones, right?
Yep.
Oh my god, that's so good for today because you can give that 2 to this motherfucker when we try to make the dispel magic on him. Or wait, how does dispel work?
Dispel
when you're
magic,
dispelling it?
Tilda would be rolling.
So Zaitari will roll. Damn it.
Okay, cool. So
Yeah.
you're pretty sure nobody hears you, or sees you.
They definitely don't hear you.
Yeah.
And
So
since I would lose any, I will hold my attack to stab somebody if shit pops off.
okay, sounds good. Are you done with your turn?
Somebody.
Happy as I can possibly be in the circumstances.
Great. So Salamander
right back, guys.
knows what has been cast.
Fuck.
So they are gonna go. Let's see.
They don't know the entire.
No, they're headed to a door.
Hmm.
So pushing through. Actually, the giant's pretty big. So the door they're gonna go to will be. Please connect to a corner. Corner. Thank you.
I mean, honestly, if they're leaving, that's great.
They're gonna go to the
No!
door to open it.
Well, yeah, but like by the time they come back with aid, we're gonna be gone.
Opens the door and screams, "Intruders!" Okay. Cool.
I'm sorry. What?
Intruders.
Intruders.
Okay. You cut out. So
Sorry.
for
Intruders.
me anyway, but I
There was a
figured.
spot in the middle that was apparently too loud.
Okay, sorry.
Mhm.
Intruders.
Well,
I mean,
here we go, guys.
well, there goes that.
I guess it's a
Whole
hop
point.
Hasn't seen anybody yet, so you got that. Hold on, let me check for bonus actions. No bonus actions. All right. Melanie.
Does Rain consider that popping off?
I mean, Rain, do you consider that popping off?
See, I kind of want to have a battle.
I mean,
Technically, it's not part of the plan. So I guess technically
we're gonna be
popping off.
doing extreme violence after we come back. So like you're gonna get your blood.
We'll
Lava.
hold off for now.
All right, Melanie, what's up?
Oh.
are in a hole.
Melanie is going to jump out of the hole.
Mm-hmm.
Leap inside because she's heard the ruckus.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm just gonna you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and activate my giant size.
Okay.
And I'm gonna run up to this guy and try to grapple him.
Okay.
So
Count that as
Are
popping
you
off.
huge or are
Yeah.
you okay? So let me.
You know, there's really no reason for me not to stab this guy, especially.
I mean, go for it. Yeah. We just
One,
don't want to. We don't want to wait until he's dead to leave. Is all. Like.
2. It's gonna be real crowded. All right, you're gonna grapple him. All right.
Oh wow, that was horrible.
Who are you stabbing?
Stab him in the calf.
The fire giant next to you, I assume.
Yeah.
All right, let me mark him as like let me give him a color so we know. Okay, yellow. That will definitely hit. All right, and so in total 49.
Is he Faye?
No. All right, you take out your dagger, you slash him right across the face. He feels that, and is very alerted to your presence. He was already alerted because there was no noise coming from him or his friends. But you're there now. Grapple. So oppose grapple.
These guys are really like in tune. They're a lot more in tune with like the general like white noise around them than I really thought they were.
I mean, they were on guard.
Yeah, and this is like active siege. I get it.
Yeah. If there was no noise coming from the battle, you're like, what's going on?
Oh yeah, there'd be all kinds of noise they'd be missing out on. Okay, yeah.
Okay, fine.
I didn't even think about that.
Sometimes. Could I have another word, please?
There's my athletics to grapple.
You make it by 1, Eleni. He rolled a 21.
Nice. All right.
So you
grappled.
You are grappling him.
Yep.
He hasn't.
Which one are you grappling?
The guy we're trying to get rid of. The guy we're trying to save.
Oh, okay.
Because he's dominated, so I want to make sure they don't make him walk out.
Sure.
Alright, so my second turn would be now unless Melanie has more to do.
Now it's the end of my turn.
Right. Right. Now your second turn will come up. Okay, Rain? What you want to do?
I want to stab him again.
Okay. You stab him again. I need to check one thing. Okay, it's not this guy. Stab him again.
I'm gonna use a charge to get advantage on this.
Okay, so 10.
Plus 13.
Plus
Because
32.
it's a different charge.
Yep. Okay. He is more mad. Madder, if one would say.
Question.
As you cut his cheek. Yes.
Sorry.
Like when I was outside,
Mhm.
would there be like a place where I took like one of my many shitty throwing daggers I have that I could like wedge it in and kind of hang off the side? 'Cause I don't want to be in here with a couple giants. I'd rather go outside.
I mean,
I think I've got a solution.
Like my worst case scenario is I fall and I cast what is it? Featherfall. Like, that's my
Featherfall.
I don't know if you'd have the foresight for. I mean, if you guys were already in that prep mode, I would have just said, yeah, you can do that. But right now, you've already started the battle.
That's pretty fair.
Yeah, but if you step outside and want to go like shunk into the wall real quick, I'll let you do that.
Just grab onto Melanie like a baby koala, or baby possum.
I do have second story now, so find that.
Oh my god! Next time we go into battle, I need to wear you like a backpack, and then you can just be chucking daggers from behind me, just like.
This is gonna be Groot and Rocket Raccoon, just.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you done with your turn, Rain? You attacked. Did you want to move? Did you want to disengage and stab the outside with a dagger?
That's the thing. Is also I'll be going outside of his reach, and fire giant's gonna hit me like a fucking truck.
Oh, I will say you could disengage and go on the other side of me. That'd probably be outside of his reach.
Don't get out of 30. Don't get out of range of 30 feet from me.
I like the other one. Okay. Yeah, that doesn't make sense. Be there. Yeah, I'm just gonna go outside. I'll take the risk. So I can disengage with my bonus action. Yeah, that'll be like, yep, bye. And I'm clinging on a wall.
Okay.
Rats are so
there.
aggressive.
You want me to move there? So it's more obvious? Yeah.
Okay. And I assume you used your bonus action to disengage.
Yes.
Okay, cool. So that's your turn. Tilda.
I'll throw
Okay.
myself out, and then hide behind the wall.
Yeah, you kind of
All right.
you kind of do that thing where you like grab the edge of the wall and do kind of like that like half spin, like if you were like grabbing on the pole, and then you just use a momentum to shook a dagger into the wall. I'm sure you can find two like two pieces of stone you can wedge it into. This is a giant castle, so. All right, what up, Tilda? What you doing?
All right. I'm dropping silence
'Kay.
because it was doing nobody any good.
I'll be
Thank
right
you
back, guys.
very much.
Mhm.
And seeing Zaitari, because she's lower in the initiative, I'm going to say she's like struggling with something for some reason. I don't know. To get teleport or dispel or whatever out. So instead, I'm going to cast shatter. Not shatter. Excuse me, scatter.
Scatter.
On all of my friends and the giant that Melanie is grappling.
Okay.
And the giant that Melanie is grappling will have a 2 to their wisdom save.
Okay. Sounds good.
Can I see a spot within 120 feet of me that is past the moat with the Leviathan?
Not past the moats.
Okay.
You would probably end up in it. You can get to the ground. You can get to the ground floor of the castle. There's enough land between the castle itself and the moat where there could be a spot for you.
All right, fine. I'll teleport them there then.
Okay.
Because at least it's out of this room.
Okay. Sounds good.
Oh shit! You
So-
can do an unwilling teleport. Nice.
Yep.
I didn't know
Yep.
you had that.
Yeah, I've only used it once, but it comes in handy.
All right,
That's
so you
fucking
guys would
sweet.
end up.
Is that a real spell or is that old magic?
It's a real spell.
Oh, nice.
All right, so I'm gonna do a quick copy paste of your tokens. So you guys would end up ground floor.
Did you just give Prince Boy a low save on it?
I did. A 2.
So I would
Sweet.
say you guys would end
Yeah,
up.
came with Xanathar's scatter. Did.
Oh, nice. I haven't played very many high-level casters, so I really only see often the spells that you guys are casting.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, look, Silvery Barbs came as a huge shock to me. I was like, wait a second.
Oh, man, Silvery Barbs is amazing.
Just
What is this?
Yes.
give me a moment.
I will say, I love Silvery Barbs as a player, but as a DM, I hate it, because, like,
Yeah.
every time I crit, somebody's got Silvery Barbs. Like, come on, guys.
It is a very powerful spell, and, pretty low level.
But it uses up your reaction, so depending on the class, sometimes a reaction can be really useful, so.
Okay. So you guys, why? There we go. And then I'm going to bring you over to this map over here.
Question for you. Am I still grappling this guy?
Yeah, because he was he who came with you guys, but you guys are still currently
Well, I didn't know if the
grappled.
grapple would carry through being teleported, so.
Right. Yeah,
think
so
so.
there it is. So I'll just bring
That's
him
fair.
out there. In front of you is the moat.
Yep. And I would have used my. I know you moved me over. I would have used my speed to get, like, on my broom. I would have used the utmost of my speed to get down here. We're also not in the turn order anymore.
Yeah, I need to bring that back up. Hold on.
Okay. Sorry for fucking things up
No, it's fine.
for you. It's fine. I've only prepared for this, and
We're still gonna do violence.
mhm.
There we go. All right. There's the turn order. Okay. So are you all set, or is there anything else
There's
you'd like to do?
nothing I can do for bonus action, so yep.
Okay. Aoife, it is your turn. You are now on ground level.
And I'd say I have 50 feet of movement on my broom, so I'm probably not here. But I don't know what you want me to do about that.
I mean, do you want to go in the air? Do you want to be away from the moat?
I mean, I am probably in the air, making my way from the window that we were just at down to where my friends are now. But I don't know how far away that is from.
I'll say you're about 50 feet away.
Okay. 50 feet up. And I'm probably over here. Like that.
Okay, great. Aoife.
How far away are we from the window that we were just in?
50 feet.
100.
Well, 100 and...
No.
Well, you said you had a
So-
range of 120.
Yes, I have a range of 120 feet to teleport them to.
Mm-hmm.
And you said that I'm 50 feet away right now
Yeah.
after having traveled 50 feet on my broom.
Oh, so we're 100 feet away.
Yes.
Sure.
Okay. If we are 100 feet away, I will action and or not action. I will movement and bonus action step of the wind dash back up the wall.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus.
Use my action to get the portable hole off the wall, and then jump and slow fall back down.
Okay. That's totally doable.
Fair.
I can't do shit with dispelling magic, so I'm just gonna make sure we don't lose a portable hole. And
I
I'll
mean,
be back in a second.
if somebody had reminded me, I could have grabbed it as my bonus or something.
It's an action to
funny.
get. It's an action to collect
Fair,
the hole.
yeah,
So
that's-
I'll just do it. It's fine. I won't take fall damage. So I'll be back
Just like
next
the
round.
thought that, oh shit, forgot. Run up the wall, grab it.
Yeah, exactly.
That's my whole turn. It's just going and getting this hole back.
All right, hey guys, real fast. If you had to recommend a non-serious book for a group of 6 random adults, do you have a suggestion real fast? Somebody caught me off
Planet
guard.
Barbarians.
What is it?
Ice Planet Barbarians.
That's the title?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Sorry,
Um,
somebody caught me off guard for a book club that I just joined.
Read
and I
the
didn't...
synopsis before you recommend it. But
Yeah, no, that's fair. I didn't have a suggestion. I was like, oh god, let me see, man. Thank you.
We're still not in the turn order, DM. So
Well,
I don't know.
I have the turn earlier. I'll let you know.
Okay.
Who's going for next? Eva, is that your turn? Hold for slow fall. Get the thing.
Yep.
the whole turn.
All right, great. Fire
Wait,
giants.
yeah, I can move 110 feet. So if we're 100 feet away from the hole, I'm good.
All right, I need to. So this guy goes to an arrow slit, and this guy goes to an arrow slit, and you guys are 100 feet down. Fuck it. They grab some furniture and they drop it on you.
Yeah, that's fair.
So since
Hey guys,
they,
freak
since
out.
they don't have access to boulders at the moment, they'll just grab some shelving, some like cabinets, and just like shove it outside. some pieces of cabinet and shove it outside. Let's see what happens.
I'm sorry. How can they shove cabinets through an arrow slit?
They get a piece of shelving. It's a giant sized piece of shelving, and they just, kind of just shimmy it through the wall like long style. A board is very viable in this situation. Instead of a
Okay,
2x4,
I'll
it's
give
like
you-
a 5x2 or something
We're
like that.
getting a large sapling dumped on us.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'll give you that a board could probably fit through those things, but you were making a big deal about how only one of us could really fit on.
Yeah,
That
and you
ledge.
guys are larger than boards.
Not giant boards.
Listen, I got a bookcase right in front of me that I put together the other day. There is a board about there's like 2 boards that are like taller than me. However, width-wise, they are smaller than me. All right, so this will be a disadvantage because it's more than 100 feet. Well, more than 60 feet. So I guess the biggest target technically is Melanie because she is currently huge. So it's a big target, but they don't know that she's not easily hit. Nope. And nope. Okay, cool.
And maybe it's a deck save. At this point.
Nope. Nope. All right. Great. What does Zaitari want to do?
Oh, we're gonna steal Windstrike, right, guys?
She wants to. Oh, dispel magic. I thought you were actually asking. I got confused for a second. I was like, what? No.
The only question is, what level do we want to do this at? Do we just want to just fucking do it? 9th level?
So honestly, yeah, Zaitari is not gonna keep going through the rest of the combat. So just burn her stuff. Just do 9th level, I think.
I want foresight.
I mean,
no. That's like the only thing that was like, but no, we really got to get this guy dispelled. So we will do a 9th level dispel magic. Put that. So 9th level dispel magic.
All right, I just marked that down. Unless you're marking that down. Okay. 9th level is what you guys needed.
Yeah.
So the magic of the dominate monster dissipates from his mind. Okay, sounds good. Do you want Zaitari to do anything else on her turn?
Sure, they bonus actions you can really use.
I mean, other than inspiration.
Yeah. And no one's gonna be doing. Would anyone like inspiration? Because I can't think of anything that'd be like it's gonna be saves on our part. That's not gonna help,
I think I'm good for now.
Okay. Yeah, we'll hold off on that.
Okay, sounds good. Rain, it is back to you.
I'm just gonna make sure that I am in range for teleport. And I will load up a crossbow bolt. And just
Okay.
Can I see a giant? No, I can't get advantage on.
I mean, you see the fire giants like up there. You see their hands.
Yes.
I wouldn't say you have advantage because they have the high ground technically.
Yeah. Spell up 60 feet. Nope. Yeah, I'm just I just hold an action to attack if they decide to jump out the window or whatever down to us.
Mm-hmm. I need to check one thing.
There is no way that they could fit through those arrow slits.
Oh,
I refuse.
I'm not talking about them.
But the salamander might be able to. I don't know if
salamander
squish.
Maybe. Also, is he dispelled? The prince man? Did dispel magic work?
Yes, it did.
Okay, thank you.
who's under a ninth level ninth level
Right,
dominate
I see
monster.
that.
So
Oh, okay, yep. Well,
Good thing we did 9th then.
Mm-hmm. Although, you still probably could have gotten it with a roll, but whatever. Better not to chance it, you know?
Okay. Rain, you're just running an action, staying close by for a teleport.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll me a perception check.
Okey-dokey. Let's make sure to open up normal perception. 25.
Okay. You feel slight tremors beneath your feet.
Oh boy.
The salamander is doing things of certain natures. Melanie, what would you like to do?
I'm just gonna stay. I'm just gonna say in giant. Stay close to me. We're going to be teleporting to your father's camp.
Okay. He he nods when it will be his turn. Okay. Dreadnought is taking an action. Tilda.
Yeah, please do not resist. Okay. I'm going to use the rest of my movement to get closer to these guys.
Okay.
I don't have teleport, and I mean I could use a 7th, 8th, or 9th level spell slot to cast another scatter, but then I still have to like make up the rest of the movement. Is anybody hurt?
I don't think anybody's taken any damage.
Okay. That's what I thought. Wanted to make sure. Nope, that's no good. Actually, before I reach before I continue getting to my friends, can I see anybody in the arrow slit window? The salamander or any the fire giants?
The fire
Anybody?
giants are still there. The salamander is no longer there.
Okay. I would like to cast Ice Knife. We'll keep it at level 1 for now.
Mhm.
Just, I presume they have some sort of cover from the arrow slit. Otherwise, why would you have that? But, 27 feels pretty good.
27 will hit.
Yes, excellent. For piercing damage, and then they need to make a dex saving throw, and then they will take 9 cold damage if they fail.
Okay, both fail, so that will happen.
Great, both of them take 9 cold damage then. Does it look like they are particularly hurt by the cold damage?
No.
Well, fuck. So they're just regular hurt by the cold damage?
They're normal hurt by the cold damage.
Okay, I can live with that. And in that case, I will continue. Now I will, reach my friends. Not much I can do in terms of anything else. I will say, I'll probably get there and be like, how is the prince? Are you with us again, darling?
I guess he'll speak on his turn. Is that all you wish to do?
Yeah. Well, no, it's not all I wish to do, but it's all I can do.
Okay.
'Cause-
Tilda, why don't you roll me a perception check?
Oh, sure. Why not? Perception.
Okay.
29.
It's getting kind of warm here.
Mm-hmm.
Just saying.
Zaitari, darling, you might want to hurry up.
Aoife.
I know you can't feel it as much, but it's getting rather warm here.
I'm just gonna fall down here.
Okay, sounds like a plan.
I don't know
I just,
what else I'm supposed to do.
Eva. I passed Eva on the way down, just like, hey, how you doing?
I guess I'll take the dodge action because I don't really have any. I have no magic,
Okay.
so
Yep,
I will
that's-
just dodge.
That is fair. The
Dodge.
fire giants will continue to throw boards outside the arrow slits.
I mean, they could not do that. That would be great.
I mean,
Yeah, you should.
the shelving is just,
You should do is you should have a throw against someone, and then if it misses, it's like an ice knife and it splinters, and you have to roll a save. That
Don't
makes sense.
Give the DM fucking ideas.
It is Zaitari's turn. I assume that she is going to teleport.
Yes.
Okay, sounds good.
Oh, I guess that should have been on KK.
KK, I assume Zaitari is going to
Skill and
teleport.
strike. Yes.
Okay.
But when do I get to Steel Wind Strike?
Damn it. Yeah, let's do a 7th level teleport.
All right, and I assume you're teleporting back to
Back
the
to-
giant camp. The stone
Yeah,
giant camp.
I would imagine like outside, the commander's tent.
Okay, sounds good. Since you've been there, it works. You are on target. Who knows what could have been that very warm thing that was coming your way. Okay, we are currently out of combat. So I will.
I'm sure that Dreadnought is nothing to worry about.
Oh, that wasn't it.
Okay.
That was another fire giant.
Okay, fair enough.
Um,
Then I guess it was probably the Leviathan.
Okay, you are outside of the tent. There's a slight startle as you guys appear out of nowhere, literally.
They did know this was our plan.
They did, but they
Yes,
didn't
they
know
did.
exactly when you guys were gonna come back.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
that's
still
valid.
shocking
That's-
when there's nothing and then all of a sudden something.
Yeah, that's valid. That's valid.
And there's probably a loud sound of us breaking the sound barrier, popping into presence, into being, moving the air. I don't know. I'm not
Your
the
Highness,
scientist.
I hope that you enjoyed your rescue experience. Please give us 5 stars on the hero
Fill out
board.
a survey at the end of the.
We will send you a sending with a survey that you can take.
Now that you are out of danger and can take turns freely, Prince Azurith says, that was his name, right? Or was it King Azurith? Hold on, I gotta look at this
I
document.
think it was the king.
Yeah,
with
I think it was King.
Azure.
Was his Valtor? Valtor. The king. The prince's name was Valtor. Oh my god. He says, thank you so much. Thank you so much for saving me. He's still suffering some of the effects of dominate monster. Like looks like he's been under it for a while. And if you confirm with Zaitari, it was upcasted to 9th level.
I'm imagining it's kind of like a horrible hangover.
Yeah. Very much so. Yeah, he is deeply grateful for your rescue. Do people remember things after? Like, they still... Hold on, I need to look at Dominate Monster and make a call about something. You just beguile them. They are charmed. It doesn't say they don't forget, what happened during then. So he will remember what happened during then.
Once he's like reunited with his father and they have like a moment to, like, be like, oh, you're back and blah 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 blah. I'm assuming one of us will ask about like more details about what happened, but we can let them do their nonsense first.
Yeah, as soon as you're back, and then soon, like, as the members of camp shout that, hail Prince Valtor is back, like, the king comes, like, running out of the tent, and, he hugs his son. They share a moment of being, reunited. And, that moment quickly passes when, and they're speaking in giant because, native tongue. I believe somebody had casted tongues. I know Zaitari did.
Zaitari.
Yeah, and you can...
And me.
Okay, and you.
Tilda.
And I can understand.
You can understand everything.
And I speak giant.
And you speak giant. So Raid sounds like
I'm
they're the
the
only one out of the loop. Okay.
Doop-a-doop-a-doop.
Prince Valtor...
I mean, Rain's looking for stealables anyway, let's be honest.
It's a lot harder in a giant place though, because
Even the forks are like,
yeah, it's like
that's about the size of me.
Okay.
to try that. I'm like, well, this trident I found, guys.
Prince Valtor starts quickly telling his father, Father, we need to take back the castle. There's this mage that uses blood, and they're currently in the throne room, and she's setting up some kind of device, and
What did the device look like?
Valtor explains that it looks like a giant obsidian, like, pole in the middle of the ground, but it was like at least as big as him, if not bigger, and they had fire entities of similar or larger, sizes, akin to giants, like embedding this thing into the palace floor.
So at least 25 feet tall.
Yes. Oh, it was...
I'm assuming this is not just a bad decor choice. I'm assuming it's some sort of magical device.
Sounds like it could be like a lightning rod, but why would you put it in the middle of a castle? Unless it's...
Yeah, Prince Valtor says, I don't know much about magic. I can just repeat what this entity. I don't even think it was a... It was a biped, pedo person, creature, something. It didn't even
Your
have
size
a face.
or all size?
Your size. Your size, pointing to, like... Well, you're no longer huge, I assume.
Yeah, I wouldn't be huge
Yeah,
anymore.
you're pointing to a human size, he says.
By the way, anyone who would have cast tongues, I presume it's been more than an hour since we cast them at first, so we'd have to cast again.
I don't know. I mean, like, we cast it right before we went up the wall, and that was fast. So it maybe not been an hour. If we cast it when we were right about to go up the wall.
We didn't cast right before we went up the wall. We cast when we were talking to the
Oh, yeah, that's right. When we were talking to the king, that has
Yeah.
probably been an hour. Yeah.
So, you know,
Um.
I'll cast it again. It's fine.
Okay.
For me.
He tries his best to explain. Let me see if he can. He actually repeats everything word for word that he heard because he's
Nice.
just that good. I rolled a 20 on his like.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, he didn't have anything else to do with his brain other than memorize what he was hearing. So
True. He's in his spare time. He studies very well. He's academic. So he explains that what he had heard was this entity had planned all of this.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently they had made a deal with the denizens of the fire, some denizens of the fire plane, for a stronghold in the prime material plane, since the planes were going to be melded eventually anyways, and this way they could get a head start on that.
Pardon?
He repeats, she says, the planes will eventually be melded, so I am going to give you a stronghold in exchange for your help.
damn. So we need to get
Huh.
that whatever that poll was. It's gonna be real bad news. We need to get that the fuck out of there. I
Yep.
bet it's something to link the two planes together.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Sounds super bad.
He also explains that normally the this wouldn't be a good stronghold for them, or to link up the planes, but he heard something about a nexus point. Valtor says he's not sure what they are. Something about he explains the nexus point moving.
Shit.
That's a ley line thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
So when two ley lines cross, it's a nexus point.
Right.
So basically, they're gonna try to move a ley line here and link the fire plane to cause fuckery.
Or a nexus point is already moving here.
Yeah.
they're not
I'm
doing
assuming
it.
it's
'Cause,
on
I
its
mean-
way here.
Because, I mean, we know that the ley lines are moving.
Yeah.
You
Right.
know
But that
they're
also
That's the thing.
means
you know that they're phasing in and out. You're not this was the first time you've heard of
Okay.
possible ley lines moving, because that is
Oh, I thought
unheard of.
we already knew that they were moving. But I
Yeah,
guess
I
it
thought
was
so
just phasing
too,
in and
but-
out.
I might be confusing Critical Role stuff with our campaign stuff, because now they're doing ley line things. You know. So, it's possible.
Did you hear, when you were there, did you hear anything about a timeline for what they were doing? Were they like, oh, we've got to wait for this sort of star configuration, or this ritual takes 7 days, or 24 hours, or anything like that? Did you hear any sort of timeline?
I did not, but it sounded like, and I am rolling him. I am rolling him an Arcana check to see if he has any idea. I think they're working with somebody else, but they never mentioned. I never heard them mention a name or anything like that. It seems like this weird creature, blood creature, was working with some, like, they are not the mastermind. They are just enacting a plan made by somebody else, but I wasn't able to find out more than that.
I would assume it's a minion of the old gods.
So this blood person is acting on somebody else's instruction as well.
Exactly, yes.
Okay.
Yeah. And Val
King.
and Prince Valtor makes it very sure to tell you that this person is not of the fire plane at all. There was nothing that says, "Hey, this person's from the fire." No, this blood person was from somewhere else, or maybe even here. Who knows? What were you gonna say? Oh, to the king. Yeah. What?
Your Highness.
Yes.
I believe that the troubles that are besieging your kingdom are linked directly to why we came here. However, this is slightly there are aspects of this matter which are classified-ish. If you would like to maybe have yourself, your son, and maybe a top advisor or two, we could step aside and talk about why we're here, give you a little bit of background information about some of the issues that our plane is facing, and that might shine some light on what's going on here. We can also let you know what we came to ask. Obviously we came to give aid as well, but we did have favors to ask, and it sounds like the things that are causing you all these troubles are the same things that we've been fighting. So I believe that our needs are aligning very directly.
Of course. He will, tell you guys. I will clear out the tent. I would like, if you feel comfortable, myself, my son, and my advisor Rena to be with me, and then you can explain exactly what is going on.
How many more 7th level spells does Itari have?
How many 7th level spells does Itari have? That is an excellent question. Itari has. Okay, that should be marked off. I didn't mark off. She has no 7th level spells. She has one 8th level spell.
Do we want to blow a mansion on this? Because we can then sleep in it tonight anyway. But you can make the door big enough for, I think. Oh, no, the entrance is 5 by 10. These guys aren't getting in the mansion.
They could. You can, if they wanted, to base themselves and crawl through, basically, but
It'd be like a human crawling through a cat door. It'd be hilarious. Yeah. Has anybody seen the most recent Guardians movie?
No.
No.
Okay. There's a scene in that it made me think of, but not a cat door, but yeah.
A cat door butt.
Yep, exactly.
Hang on, do I have detect thoughts? Prepared? No, I don't. Alright.
You're really, really picky on the flavoring of the wording. It says, as long as the portal opens, you can enter. So it's like, you can get through. It doesn't really matter the size. Any size creature can get through. Doesn't say it has to fit through. It just says, you and any creature that can enter the dwelling. That's really aggressively raw reading of the spell.
I don't think we need to. I don't think we should use a mansion on this.
That's fair.
Just because I don't know if we're going to be.
I will say that the only thing Zari has, so besides upcasting something smaller, is it'd be the mansion, teleport, or prismatic spray, fortunate fate, or dominate monsters. So that's the only thing she's going to be casting with that 8th level soul potentially. So you're not losing a lot in that sense. Depends on how safe we want to be, Basically losing dominate monster and the chance to teleport away. That's the really only thing you have to really the illusion from her.
I'm just saying, I don't think we should use it because presumably, we're going back to the castle to siege it and get,
Yeah, I don't think
return
we're
the
not, we're not gonna be waiting a long rest.
right. Exactly.
It's fine.
Um,
I mean, we can just. We
I
can.
mean, if you guys think differently or are like, no, we really need a long rest, because then pipe up.
No, I
I'm
don't.
fine
I
with.
don't. I mean, one of the reasons I suggested that we use Itari for a lot of these spells is because she's
Right.
Mallory is not here. But honestly, most of us haven't used very many resources yet,
Yeah.
and also just strategically, now that the prince is gone, they're gonna go into overdrive, and we need to get in there and fix this. So it makes sense for us to push through and not try to do a long rest.
I know I didn't use basically any resources. I used a single key point, which I could get back on a short rest if I really needed it. So I'm good to go.
I used up all my stabs for the day. Sorry, guys.
So he clears out the tent, and there's a couple people here. Can we go ahead and do? I don't think we're gonna need to try to strip search the King of Giants. I feel like that'd be a little much, but we could at least do a view magic, whatever, magic eyeballs, view spells. When you right
Detect
click on
magic.
somebody and you click, yeah. Vodka is my friend.
Vodka is not your memory's friend, though.
Oh, my memory is bad because I'm going on vacation tomorrow and I'm really excited for it. And anytime I'm excited, my ADHD goes into overdrive. So
shit.
I've had no memory all day today. It's been bad.
Okay, so are you going to explain while you're in the tent? I know you were
Yeah,
talking. Okay.
Mel will speak up, and she'll say, to summarize, because there's a lot more information, and we can give you more information when we're not on a battlefield. The old gods. Do your people know about the old gods? Well, that'll give us a baseline here.
About the old one. If you ask him about the old ones, let me see.
Yes, the old ones.
King Azurith has heard of them, but not extensively.
Okay.
A lot of them are myths and legends, maybe stories of long past. Prince Valtor has no idea what you were talking about. I guess his academic studies are more physics based.
That's fair, buddy.
And Rena knows about as much as the king.
Okay. The old ones are very powerful, basically ancient beings, godlike creatures who are really evil, want to destroy the world. They are trying to basically make this plane into an uninhabitable, horrible thing. That includes enslaving races, just lots of murder, and merging the planes together. Been shitty. What we are, these old ones had previously been imprisoned, and I'm gonna be honest, I don't really remember how they got out, but it happened. And so we are currently working with other countries and peoples to try to basically make an attack on one of these old ones. It is massive. It's about the size of a human city, and we are going to try to destroy it. However, if you kill an old one, it basically unwrites reality in that plane, and so we can't kill it. What we are planning on doing, because the imprisonment of these things didn't go well, is to basically use key manipulation from some very, very skilled monks, and cut this thing into pieces, both metaphysically and physically, which is actually why we came to get your assistance. We were going to see if you had, some warriors to send with us to help us chop this giant thing into pieces. But that's for the future. But it's just to give you a frame of reference for what we're doing. While we have been fighting these things, there have been issues where the planes have been basically touching and overriding each other. It looks like one of these old ones that we're fighting is actually wanting to just merge all the planes together in some sort of horrible hell plane, which doesn't surprise me. They're shits. What we can do is we can try to assist you in getting these fire denizens and weird blood magic horrible guy out of your castle. But it definitely will be something that we could definitely use your aid in getting rid of this old one going forward. Now, we'll help you regardless because this has to be fixed, but please keep in mind that we may need aid from you, especially large, strong warriors. That's kind of the rundown. Did I miss anything, guys?
We believe that the person who has taken over your castle is reporting to an old one.
Yes. This lines up very well with their plans. Also, you know what? Now that we know that they can actually merge the planes on purpose, makes sense for why some of the planar stuff happened for people that we knew or cared about. Huh. Hindsight, eh?
Indeed.
Be right back 1 second.
Okay. So yeah, King Azurith is, listening to all this, and he's, after a couple minutes after you finish, and he gathers his thoughts, he says, well, it does seem like this is a plane-wide threat, and now it makes a lot of sense why you had come in the first place. We can speak more about this further after the battle is won, hopefully. But I think we can definitely, me and some warriors can definitely help all of you with your task. But it does sound like first step is to make sure that my home is not the bastion for the new merged fire plane prime material plane city.
Yeah, that's going to be our first order of business, is to get them the hell out of here.
And from what my son has said, it sounds like they're establishing this thing, a planar rod in my my throne room, and that's you said Nexus. Rena gives like a short rundown of ley lines, and she says I didn't think there was a Nexus point near us, but if indeed what Prince Valtor says is true about the ley lines moving, a new one could be where the castle stands.
Is there a ley line that travels through here and you just have to move one to move a nexus point, or is there a ley line close to here?
Given the map you guys have, so the map that Morley had given you shows where he believes most of the current nexus points are. Let me just get that up. And where is map? There it is. Ley line nexus points. So the closest ley line currently, Rena explains, is they're close to one. So let me see if I can. I would like to draw on this, but I can't draw on this currently. There's one that runs that we are parallel to currently. And the nexus point for that would be the one in the ocean to the west. I'm sorry, it took me a minute.
To the west.
To the west. To the west. Not the one that would. If you look on the.
Are we
ley line-
supposed to be looking at a map
Hold on.
of some kind?
So it would have. So you guys are like at Giant's Peak, pretty much, or very close to Giant's Peak. So there is one that currently runs right underneath it, almost parallel to where you. It's running parallel to where you guys are.
Algor's the purple one, right?
What?
No.
It's 3. It's above Didar.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that
we're
one.
in
Oh,
Algor,
I wasn't
remember?
looking high enough up. That's why I couldn't find Giant's Peak. Whew.
Yeah. So there's one running parallel right now to us. I guess if Rena explains the near absurdity of actually moving a ley line, because
The power that these things have to bring to bear is immense.
yeah. But King Azurith is like, let's not worry about the theories and physics dealing with ley line movement now. Let's just worry about step 1, taking back the castle. Step 2, helping our new allies with their plan in return. And
Your Highness, do you have enough forces to mount an assault on your keep now that the defenses are not in place?
I think we do, but I think we only have one chance at this. Unfortunately, fire elementals do not tire. And from what I understand, that makes up at least a good third of their forces right now. Unfortunately, as you probably have guessed, giants do eventually tire. So, if we are going to do this, we need to do this quickly and we need to strike all at once.
Tilda, you have banishment, right?
Hang on. I might have
Honestly, we knew we were coming to a type of fire plane incursion, so it would have made sense for you to prepare it if we wanted to beg the DM for some retcon if you don't have it prepared. Because we knew that there was a fire plane incursion. You do?
I don't have it prepared. I took it off because I had trying to prepare other things that were
That's fair. Honestly, it's a long amount of concentration for it to actually, take effect. So, I was just curious.
I just didn't, honestly, I don't know if it's gonna work. Because
I don't know.
because of the planes touching and stuff like that. So it's like,
ooh, that's a good point.
I wasn't.
Yeah, no, that's really
kind
valid.
of what I was thinking.
Yeah. Man. Do we want to try to do... We can lend our strength to a frontal assault, or whatever assaults the king wants to do, or if we wanted to try to make a secondary assault, like a pincer attack, come in a second way, we could try to do that. Your Majesty, you resided in this castle, and you know it better than any of us. Do you have any suggestions on the best way to take your own castle back from the interlopers?
Now that the defenses, King Azurith says, now that defenses are down, you will not have to worry about lightning attacks coming from the towers themselves.
Oh, actually, just FYI, neither of you two, and I'm pointing to the king and his son, should actually be part of this attack, because if one of you is dominated again, you could turn the defenses back on. You both need to stay away from the castle while we're doing all of this. I know that it's hard to be in power and send your men in, but in this case, you are a liability. If you were to be controlled again, it could kill a lot of people.
That's a fair point.
That's fair. I will then command my forces from behind then.
Is there any locations we could take? Things to secure? Could we secure some that we work best as a strike force, striking hard one area, less of a breach and clear team, which would be more of your.
Rena speaks up. I might have a suggestion.
We're happy to hear it.
What's it called? Secret passage or something.
So on the east side of the castle, and she explains, there are the palace storerooms, being giants, and being warriors. Many of our storerooms house, foodstuffs, liquor, that kind of thing. A lot of general supplies as well. About 2 weeks ago, we had a very bad rust monster infestation in that area. We were on the verge of patching that up when we had to organize the Cloud Giant diplomatic mission. So work in that area has been slow. So there are pockets where I can mark on the map we have inside where the current holes in the walls are. We just placed a couple large crates and barrels in front of it, but Rena motions to you, Melanie. I don't think you'll have any trouble moving those aside, though. Those were just a temporary fix.
And would the holes be large enough that some of your, maybe 2 or 3 of your warriors could come with us? Or would they be large enough that...
They're going to need every hand they can get. Darling.
True. Okay.
They are currently human size.
Okay.
We did. Yeah.
I was mostly thinking of stationing somebody basically to watch our butts. So, or like I was kind of thinking of like sending. Oh, that's a good point. I was also thinking of sending somebody in with us through like one room and then leaving them guard. But yeah, honestly, we can leave them their whole forces. That's honestly a great idea. They might not know about those gaps, especially since they're not large holes.
No. They were rust monsters, so they were about your size and smaller mostly, and we got rid of the infestation, but it takes time to do some repairs sometimes, especially when you're busy. But we can, in the meantime, we can attempt to pretend like we did with the diversion earlier on. We can attempt to heavily attack one side as opposed to the other and have their focus be on, for example, the west side this time.
Well, in this case, I think you should actually make a full assault. I don't think you should try to do a feint again. I think that what would probably be the best is if you were to try to take one side, get inside, and we can start pushing them out. I think that if we do another feint, they might end up just killing a lot of your men before we can get them back out. But if you were to do a push at the same time that we do, we could possibly get them to break and flee or surrender.
That sounds like a good idea, says King Azurith.
Also, if we wait much longer, you might not have a castle to come back to that's not made of lava.
Yeah, that's what I agree.
Yes.
Is there anything any supplies we can provide to you, to help you with your infiltration?
If you have any healing goods that you could lend us, aka healing potions, then that would be appreciated.
They come in giant-sized bottles, so they're
I'm
just
imagining like what do they call it? The Zorg? Is that what people are drinking nowadays? Where you just have a gallon?
Oh my god, yeah, I heard about
I have
that.
no idea.
I think it was
Is it
Borg.
what the fuck
Hold
is
on.
this?
Borg?
It is a mixture.
It's a Borg.
Yeah, it's a
For
gallon.
Black Outrage gallon.
Yep.
Ah, I see.
Yeah.
It is a gallon-sized jug of alcohol, often vodka, with flavored water and electrolytes, often Gatorade.
Gross.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like Gatorade normally. Never mind mixing it with alcohol.
Apparently, it's popular with the Gen Zers and the TikTok.
I will
Okay.
say, one thing is if you've got your whole own drink, then you don't have to worry about putting, people spiking it. So I guess there's that.
That is true.
Yeah, you've already spec'd it yourself pretty much.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, you don't know. I mean, you could put a small amount. I mean, maybe there's no alcohol in yours. You're just hydrating, maybe.
You know,
I'm
or
sure that's
Kool-Aid,
what the kids are doing.
and sometimes
no, it's-
electrolyte mix such as Pedialyte.
Yeah.
Oh.
Pedialyte's big when you're drinking heavy. Yeah. Put the electrolytes in and drink them back
mean,
out.
I guess I understand that to a certain extent, but also like
Gross.
gross. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Pedialyte's gross.
Man, why can't the kids just get some weed and just chill? Jeez.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, legal issues probably, but
Probably, but like.
But also like, when you're
trying
young,
to
you think
protect their
you're
sensitive brains, that they're definitely thinking about that.
When you're young, you're just think you're invulnerable and invincible, and you
Yeah.
know.
No concept of mortality yet.
I was
Yeah.
listening to a bunch of grad students. We have a happy hour, so I was just listening to them like reminiscing about like their undergrad days, and I'm just like, how are you people alive right now? Jesus Christ!
I hear stories about my husband from his college days, and I'm like, how did you make it? Like, how? At one point, one person passed out for like several days, and I'm like, he definitely had alcohol poisoning. They're like, yeah, he's alive still, and I was like, Jesus, I guess.
Man,
I
my
was-
anxiety was way too much for that.
Oh, same.
I was in video game club. That's all I did. We played video games and we went to the local Taco Bell.
Okay, did you ever have LAN parties, and did you carry around your giant CRT monitor
No, we
to go to the LAN party?
No. So we had there are Dance Dance Revolution parties. So we had Dance Dance
Ooh.
Revolution on like big projectors.
Okay, that's actually really cool.
Yeah.
We would have often Diablo 2 was our go-to for LAN
yep.
parties.
Yep.
And my then boyfriend he had a 24-inch CRT. It weighed as much as a person. All right, it was
Yeah.
so heavy.
24 inches, man. He must have been the big man on campus.
It was huge. He put a lot of money into that thing, and I mean, it was massive, and it weighed so much. And we didn't have an elevator in our dorm. All right. So
right.
they're gonna do an assault. We're gonna go in the toilet entrance, the storeroom entrance.
Yeah,
That's right.
so
Not toilets.
I'll show you what.
might be
So
toilets.
you guys have a map, so he will show you what it looks like. So I will reveal this area. Actually, I will show you what the entire place looks like because you guys
Honestly, it'd be smart for them to show us an overview of the whole place
Yeah.
in case we need to move around within.
So this is the ground. This is the entire ground level. Reveal the map. Thank you. There you go.
I'm definitely looking at the screen and not hugging my dog right now. in the bed.
I mean, you can hug your dog. It's fine.
Are the storerooms these over here with the barrels?
Yes. And the hole in the wall. I will draw
Romeo,
a pink
oh, Romeo.
circle.
Wherefore art
Where-
thou, cutie pie?
The hole in the wall started here, because this is where they kept a lot of their armory and weapons. So the rust monsters were attracted to that initially.
Oh, I see the pink dot now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I also imagine Rain is clearing out the portable hole just in case she has to slip in a giant liquor bubble. How
Is
can I make
this
space in here?
where I'm pinging DM? Is this where he's describing everything going down? I take it.
Yes.
Okay. God, it's gonna get us in a little ways, but so other than this hole in the wall, are there any other walls that are fucked up?
Yeah, so they had chewed through several walls. So it eventually went like so that
Now-
was the mostly affected area.
Looking at this, am I correct in saying, I'm just going to use a measure tool for this because it's usually easier to see, that this is the only door that's going to lead out from this area in
Yes.
just this door? Okay. We've got an in, but fuck, it's going to be a lot. So, okay, where did they say that they were going to think to assault? Are they going to try to assault down here across this area?
So currently the drawbridge is in pieces because of the Leviathan. But they could probably
sure.
get some of their forces, like, it depends on where you think you guys want to go. They'll probably just try to spread out their assault evenly. So hopefully that takes most of their attention off you guys. But if
Okay,
there's a
so
particular place you would like them to concentrate more, they are willing to hear you guys out.
so if we come in through here and we come in this way, we're probably not going to hit much resistance here. This is all storerooms. We're probably going to see fucking nobody. But there's going to be just shit ton of guards in here. Like, there's no way there's not. So, I mean, we could, I mean, I feel like once we get in here, we're gonna get fucked.
Yeah. And I'm sorry, where is the area that we're heading for? Where like the big
It'll be right.
obsidian lightning rod is?
It is going to be. So he describes it's right around here. So let me just draw that. So literally, it's like smack dab in the middle right there. Where that black hole I put it there is.
Yep, got it. That's a big sucker.
Okay, so here's another idea. Because we are not going to be able to do much here. So what about this? What if we come in this way, at the same time they try to mount an assault up. Oh god, I lost everything. Oh, there it is. Okay. If the giants were to, let me grab my free hand and I can sketch this. If the giants were to try to come up this way, okay, and they were just like, fucking go. Like maybe we could see if any of their mages or Zaitari or anybody can do something about the bridge. If they were to try to come up this way, in theory, that means that all kinds of their forces are going to be right here, and they're going to be looking this direction, and we can just be like, "Rah!" and attack their buttholes, and or we can not do that, and we can just be like, cool beans, we're gonna go this way, and just hope to God that not a bunch of them follow us. But there's like, there's not a lot between us and where we need to go other than, I don't know, 40 or 50 people.
So, how many troops in like a general number, how many warriors do they have to siege the castle with? DM.
They have about 100 right now.
Okay. So the problem with them doing just like a frontal assault on the castle is that the drawbridge, even if we fix it, that creates a choke point. That's why they were so popular, you know.
Right.
They were a popular defense.
They probably don't have a good way to get their people over the moat otherwhere, do they?
I don't think so, but if there's any way we could get them to draw the fire plane people forces out of the out
that
of
would
the
be
castle,
helpful, but like,
is there any way we
I have an idea, but oh shit, it would lose them a lot of people. What if they tried to kill the Flame Leviathan while we tried to sneak in?
I mean,
that would it would really fuck them up. Like they would probably have high casualties.
Yeah. They're gonna have high casualties.
We're gonna
though.
have to deal with that Flame Leviathan anyway.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
It's gonna need
to
be dealt with.
The Flame Leviathan is going to be.
I'm gonna be honest. Our other option is we could try to deal with the Flame Leviathan and then just bring them all in with us. And then what we could do, so here's an option. We could try to deal with the Flame Leviathan, and once we deal with the Flame Leviathan, there wouldn't, I mean, it's a choke point, but there at least wouldn't be somebody eating people off the bridge.
Yeah.
And we could possibly bring their forces in and try to storm this motherfucker. But we could even do kind of like that same plan where we come in the storerooms, but after we clear the Flame Leviathan, so they don't have the defenses where they can just eat everybody with their horrible and spew fire and lava and bullshit.
Yeah, what if we use? I was thinking about we were talking about using higher level spells. So teleport, transport you and 8 willing creatures. What if Zaitari took their 8 best warriors, teleported them somewhere, and then got back to us? They're take and get them. They could tell her very well. They might even have an item to, for her to concentrate on.
What we maybe could do, if there was some sort of way for her to really super duper pinpoint teleport, we could teleport some warriors in over here on the other side of this.
I mean, anywhere you could also see, if you teleport them to the top of the, battlements, even that would be, that's 9 people in one location.
here's a question, DM. This middle portion, the Council of the High Clans,
Yeah,
is that open air or is that covered?
that's covered.
Okay. What about this area between? Is this open air or is this covered? Like, like this area.
I'm not seeing
Yeah,
a.
not seeing.
Oh,
That area.
okay.
It's all
Yeah.
covered. So this is the ground floor. So you guys were
Okay.
on the second floor. So
Right.
I just wanted to make sure because sometimes castles will have like an interior, like
Open
courtyard
yeah,
or
yeah, yeah.
open area. So, what do you guys think? What other? I feel like I'm being real pushy on my plans. Anybody else got any suggestions here?
I think our best bet might be to take out the flame leviathan first, which I think we might have to do. Is there a? This is probably. I mean, I don't know how well this question is going to be received, but if we ask the king and the prince, like, is there a weak point in your castle's defenses? Like, is there a blind spot where it's difficult to get to for, defenders of the castle? So, like, if somebody were to attack behind the castle or something like that, I'm just trying to mitigate the fire plane defenses of the castle. You know what I mean?
yeah,
The moat goes entirely around, right?
yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So if we can find a place where the castle itself is less defended, or it's harder for the defenses to get
Ooh.
to us.
Actually, here's a question that will help us plan. What sort of spellcasters do they have available to help with this? Like,
And
can they
specifically,
be?
do they have somebody who has access to Arcane Gate?
Ooh, or even honestly, like Major Image could be helpful.
Rena has demonstrated that she has capabilities of major image when she showed you what the prince looked
Yeah.
like.
Right.
So something like that could be useful because you could make it look like you had more people or look like you had people come from a different area, something like that. What about anybody higher casting, hallucinatory terrain, gate,
So
anything like that?
Yeah, Arcane Gate could negate all of these strategies, and because we just need to get
But
that one person into the middle.
do any of us have Arcane Gate?
I think only Tilda would be the
No.
one who would be able to access it, unless
don't have
Zaytari
it.
has it for magical secrets.
She definitely does not have it.
Yeah.
Rena will tell you that most
Arcane
storm
Eye.
giants have certain innate spell casting abilities.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
such as detect magic, featherfall, levitate, light, and they have control weather and water breathing. Hypothetically, they could go all into the moat to try to take out the Leviathan. Hypothetically, that would lose them a lot of casualties. However,
The Flame Leviathan, does it seem like it's actually swimming in the water, or does it seem more like it's just kind of like doing like a hover, fly bullshit thing?
it's swimming. You're not
Swimming. DM said that last time that
It just doesn't make any sense because it's made out of flames, right?
It's a fire whale essentially.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, this is going to be a bitch to fight, but I think you're right. I think we got to take it out first.
It's SpongeBob rules. There's a campfire under the sea.
That's fair.
Somehow.
Sure. No, I get it. I'm trying to look through like various 5e spells and see if there'd be anything that would help get some people in that's lower level. Is Reika the only like caster they have on their team?
Rena's not the only caster.
Rena, sorry.
They have several others, 5 others.
Do they have any druids?
There is one druid.
Can they cast transport via plants?
Are there any trees big enough for them to cast transport via plants on?
That's
I
the issue.
That was going to be my second question.
That's the issue currently. Let me see if they even have it. Cause it is, what level spell is that?
6 or 7, I think.
I don't think they. Let's see.
It's
Transport.
lower than that.
It's 6.
Well, Arcane Gate is only 6th level?
No,
Wow.
transport via plants is 6.
Yeah, they're both 6th level.
There is one other place that might work. Besides the storeroom that Rena had mentioned. You could, just for the element of surprise, you could technically, if you were able to, you could teleport into the family vault. So that would be on the 4th floor, and Rena puts that in quotes because there's not like a true 4th floor. But there are staircases.
Is it like how hotels won't put the 13th floor on the thing? So they're just like they skip 12 to right to 14.
No, it's
even
just,
though the 14th floor is technically the 13th floor.
because
No?
No. The vault will directly lead you to the royal bedroom area. And then from there, it goes directly... Let me see. I'm looking at the staircase. You would end up... Where is that fucking staircase?
See, I don't think this is going to help us because we still have to get rid of the damn Leviathan.
Yeah, also, we would be going so much further through the castle.
Yep.
And so there'd be so much more time for somebody to raise the alarm and come fuck with us. Like,
Unless there are secret passages from the...
true. If there were secret passages, maybe, but without secret passages, we'd have to fight our way further through.
Because, I mean,
Would it be worth it to try and cast banishment on the Flame Leviathan?
I don't have banishment.
Still doesn't have it, and I would assume that it has at least 1 or 2 legendary resistances.
Probably.
There's
that too.
Which means that we'd have to blow through those and then know it wouldn't save. Which we could maybe do since there's a 3 for a save in there, but
And a 9.
Well,
I know 9 is
maybe.
iffy.
Yeah. One thing though, let me look at the text of banishment. Does it have any sort of size? Does it matter at all?
Off the top of my head, I don't know. Because I was thinking about plane shifting it out, but banishment's a much lower level spell that could be attempted multiple times, a lot easier.
Oh, I will say, I think Zaitari keeps plane shift up, but so it does not mention that you have to have there's not a size requirement on banishment.
Nope.
Oh, so if it's not a denizen of this plane, then it just pieces out. You don't have to hold it for a whole minute. Huh. Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, banishment's gonna be good on it, but I think we'd have to blow through at least a couple of legendary resistances first, and then hope for the best on it. But it's obviously not from this plane, so it would probably get yeeted.
Yeah, and like I said, I only brought it up because banishment's low enough level that if we have to use a few spell slots to try and get it going, you're not out your 6th, 7th, or 8th. You're out a couple of 2s.
Honestly, banishment's a 4th level spell. Do they have any clerics or wizards or anything that have banishment, since we don't have it, Darred? Like, what I'm suggesting is, like, if we were to clear the way and be like, okay, cast it now, and then have them try to banish this thing.
They do have one person that probably would be able to cast banishment. So, and they had tried that initially early on. However, it saved.
Okay.
For lack of better terms.
Or it's immune to the spell for some reason, which is maybe possible. I don't know if anybody if many creatures have a ton of spell immunity other than like Rakshasa and stuff. So what we could do is this. We could try to go have our team try to take out this Flame Leviathan to the point of we don't think that it has legendary saves anymore. Basically, we'll try to, quote, weaken it to the point that it can be banished. Basically, as far as, like, good wording on it. And then give them a signal, which we could easily do. We've got, message and shit. Signal them to try to banish it. And when they try to banish it, you could give it a 3, and we could try to get rid of it. And then once it's gone, that'll be a blow to the fire plane morale, and we could try to just go ahead and get everybody in. And then what we could try to do is, while they're doing like an assault on the front gate, which I realize is not great, but there's not a lot of ways to get them over the moat, we could then try to go past them using the storage area that got, rust pooped, and basically just blast our way into the middle and try to stop the bullshit before they finish.
Okay, if I take out one 4th level spell, can I unprepare one 4th level spell? Would you allow me to have banishment prepared? DM. One 4th level spell that I have not used. I have not
in Rose's defense here, we did know we were coming up against the fire plane.
Yeah.
It would have made sense for her to.
I'll allow that.
I wanted to have banishment. I just, again, I'm, shackled by the fact that I can only prepare really 24 spells, and I have so many spells.
Only 24 per day.
Okay, look, I have 100 known spells in my...
Holy shit, are you kidding me?
No, because...
Whoa, that's
100
a lot.
known spells. Now, here's the thing. I can prepare 24 because of my wizardness. I have 19 spells between old magic and my cleric spells that are always prepared. So that ultimately is 43 prepared spells. Yes,
Good
it's
God.
a lot. Yes, I know that, but it's
like, less than half.
Yeah.
Wow. That's crazy. That's too many spells.
It is.
I now know that I never want to dual class full casters.
Shut up, KK.
As a certified sorcerer player.
Oh man, every time I don't know if anybody else watches any sports ever other than myself when Kelly's watching stuff in KK. I know you watch sports from time to time. But the commercial that they keep playing during basketball where Charles Barkley is getting the stuff and he goes, "Everybody knows you like cheese, old man." I mean, I'm sorry. I went
did
too hard
say
on the
yes
vodka.
to the banishment, so go ahead and do that.
Thank you. Yes, I'm unpreparing Rowlathim's Psychic Lance.
Which is a nice spell. I like that spell.
It is. And, but I don't. I'm just... yeah. Anyway. So, I will add to this planning stuff. I have Sleet Storm prepared. If you want, I can ping it and you guys can read. Yeah, I'll just ping it. Might be a way to get some of the forces that come out to meet us down and like slow them down a little bit. Maybe.
I think it could work. Well, let me look at Sleet Storm, because Sleet Storm's a weird one. Hold on.
It doesn't do any damage, but it creates difficult terrain.
Trouble is the difficult terrain applies to both of us, so if our allies, I mean, could be useful, could be terrible, I don't know. It's hard to tell.
So that's the thing. That would be kind of like when they come out and, do sort of like a sleet storm, like a, why? Try to do something on the drawbridge or something like that to slow them down on their way out. So at the very least, we can get some good hits in on the Leviathan first before they start coming after us more. I don't know. And, it puts out fires, open flames in the area.
Ooh, that's a good point.
Doused.
Because I will say, very possible that shit's gonna get on fire.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
Now, okay, the drawbridge currently is broken, you said, right?
Yep, it's splintered.
Okay. Is there some way that they can, you know what? They've got people out there that aren't soldiers. Can we be like, make your people build a fucking replacement bridge and get it ready because we're going?
If they've got a druid, they might have stone shape or something or wall of stone that you can create.
Do we know if the Leviathan, the Flame Leviathan, can breathe air, or if it is fully aquatic?
I think it surfaces every now and then.
It breaches every now and then.
Yeah.
So it has, because of its size, it has the ability to throw individuals around. It hasn't attacked directly. They're using it more as how one would use like a battering ram, kind of more like an obstacle to get through. Nobody has been able to fight it, or it doesn't seem to want to fight like head on. It's more of a blockade, for example, like a living blockade.
Yeah, filled with fire and wompiness.
Yes.
Now, I do not have water breathing, and I'm not going to ask if we can have water breathing because that absolutely would not have crossed.
I don't think
I was like, we're in the mountains. What are we gonna need?
The storm giants have the ability to cast water. Like all the storm giants, have the natural ability to cast water breathing.
Oh, so can they cast it on other people, not just themselves?
Let me double check. I think they can. I think they can cast it on anybody. Let me just.
It might just be an innate spell cast.
It is an innate spell cast.
Yeah, then it would make sense for them to be able to cast it on others.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So yeah, they can cast that on you.
Okay, so we have some giants cast water breathing on us. We have maybe some other archers.
Hang on. Water breathing is a ritual. That's another reason why I didn't prepare it, because I can cast ritual. It just takes longer. So
We're gonna
Yeah,
have
I
to
can ritual
prepare
cast.
other people for
Yeah.
this too anyway, so we've got some prep time.
Yeah.
Um,
And it lasts 24 hours, which is nice.
crazy. All right, so we get some water breathing. We maybe have some archers make sure that they fucks anybody up that tries to come and physically mess with us down in our faces. Try to get rid of this flame leviathan. We've got banishment on hand now. Try to banish it, and then once we have it gone, we're gonna try to have them replace the drawbridge with something and do a frontal assault. Is that what we're gonna try to do?
I don't like the idea of a frontal assault, and
Okay. Oh,
but we
well,
do.
you know what? Honestly, if we're gonna have them try to build a bridge, they could put the bridge any fucking where they want. It's just that it's
That's
one
true.
bridge, so it's still gonna be a choke point. It's just gonna be a choke
Yeah.
point in another area.
Yeah, but we need to kill the Leviathan first, like you said, because
Yeah,
otherwise it will destroy the bridge, any bridge we try to put there.
it needs to be
Unless
gone.
it's a wall of force or something like that, and even then, I don't know what it can do. Which I do have wall of force packed, so worst comes to worst, we can
Wall of force.
maybe
Can the walls be have gaps, or do they have to touch?
they have to touch.
Okay, that's what I thought.
No gaps.
That's fair.
What are you gonna make them do? Scratch across the way?
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
I mean, giants good.
If you could have gaps, what I was thinking was if you could have gaps, then the wall of force could possibly help us pen in the Leviathan so it can't flee. But obviously, there's no way you could contain it in the wall of force. But if you just put up a few separate walls, it's also really big and wouldn't be able to go through small gaps. So, but doesn't matter because you can't do it that way. I'm assuming that the Flame Leviathan is at least a huge creature, if not gargantuan.
He's from what you've seen, he's gargantuan.
Gargantuan. Okay.
Do
yeah.
Do any of the giants have control water or anything like that?
Control water.
I'm just imagining the part of
No.
Princess Bride where they're outside of the castle. They're like, list what we have going for us.
Yeah.
No control water. Only control weather.
That's not
that's not
what
helpful.
I need.
Actually, control weather, if somebody wanted to use control weather and make a storm blow in, that could reduce visibility, help us against any archers that are going to try to mess with us.
I mean, I have Sleet Storm also.
Yeah, but anything they cast
obscures
is
the
one more
area.
spell slot for you in your pocket.
That's true.
Yeah, it does take 10 minutes to cast, but if you guys want one of them to, they will be able to do it.
And a storm would, cause the archer, like the arrows could potentially go off course. But what I'm concerned about are people pouring out of the castle to melee with us,
Well, if we are trying to fight it in the moat, then it shouldn't be too much of an issue as far as us fighting the Flame Leviathan. Now, once we try to go in the castle, anywhere they go, like, the truth of the matter is, we're going to have to use a bridge to get across the moat. So there's going to be a choke. Also, giants are big, and even with a storm, they're going to see them. So, like, there's not really a way for us to stealth them in outside of Arcane Gate, which nobody has.
Yeah, I'm not.
There's not any sort of like old magic that has anything similar to like transporting people, right?
Not anything that I have.
Yeah, that's fair.
If there is, it is not known to me.
I think these guys are just gonna have to pay in blood to get this keep back.
Yeah, the only thing is Dark Transport, which is sort of like Steal and Strike, but you turn into a flurry of ravens.
Like that Bioshock spell.
Sure. Never played Bioshock, so.
Surely somebody out here has played Bioshock.
Sounds like you have.
Wait,
Lynn.
which one? I mean, I played
Bioshock
But which
2.
spell did you say? I missed the spell you said.
Wait, no,
Dark
Bioshock
Transport.
2. Bioshock.
Oh,
Infinite.
Infinite. Yeah, the creepy raven cult.
Yeah!
Dudes. Yeah.
That's what I've always imagined when anybody does Dark Transport. Alright.
So I still think there could be something to teleporting, a strike team, because if you take
That's-
eight giants, you have to spend at least double that to contain it. So that's.
Ooh, also, if they were to, what we could do, get rid of the Flame Leviathan. Alright, so the Flame Leviathan's out of the picture. And then we'll go ahead and pull back, and they'll be like, I don't know what's going on. And after we pull back, teleport in the giants into the vault, an area, what the fuck ever. And when we do that, give them just a little bit of time, and then once they're like known that, oh shit, there's somebody in here, then we could send people against the gate because they're going to be splitting their defenders, trying to get people inside.
Not a bad idea, but my concern is that teleport isn't always accurate if you haven't seen the place that you're teleporting to or from.
Well, you can just teleport to the top of a battle. I mean, I'd say you did say vault, but
Rena literally told us we could try to teleport into the vault. I don't know if she has something from there or something.
The king does.
Yeah, so the king could help us teleport into the vault if we wanted to teleport the strike team in there.
Mm.
Or ourselves. We could also be the ones that teleport in. But the trouble
for
is...
the vault, or at least something to think about with the vault. We need to assume that the vault will be locked.
Yep, that's what I was
thinking. And most vaults cannot be open from the inside.
That's actually a good point.
But also, they probably wouldn't be suggesting it if that was an issue. That's an assumption we can also make.
Yeah, that's also fair.
I don't know.
That is what we would call a dick move by the DM.
I don't know. They did say vault, and my immediate reaction was like, we will die there because we can't get out. And there will be no oxygen at some point.
Because the basic of castle defense is once something is inside your walls, you are fucked.
Yeah. There's a crack in the wall.
Honestly, I think that a mixture of, like, if we take out the Flame Leviathan, send in the strike team of giants, the strike team of giants is going to raise a ruckus, bring a bunch of defenders to them, and then as we know the defenders inside are trying to handle the breach, we fucking go in the front with, like, the main force. And then once the main force is in, we break off and try to get to the throne room and stop them from before they summon basically hell.
All right. It's not a bad idea, I guess, to go in the front for us to try to break off and, I mean, even at that point, we could
also
sneak in through the
yeah, so what we could do is we could teleport in
behind the...
If we teleport in that strike team of giants, after we do that, we could then go in this side piece from the rust monster holes and make sure that like we could basically open the gates for them.
Yeah.
And then the defenders are going to be really fucked because they'll be overrun real fast.
Okay. If we teleport in 8 giants to sort of take care of the archers and such up on top of the battlements.
Oh, okay.
And then we take out the Flame Leviathan. And then
I worry that if we if we teleport up the giants first, I worry that they're gonna get all murdered before we
Overwhelmed.
finish the Flame Leviathan.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
they're all gonna die retaking the castle anyways, if without us. So they're in a better position than they were.
True.
People are gonna
But
die.
what we could do is have one of the giants, and I know you could cast it, but if we have the giant do it, we can just say what a spell slot. We could have one of the giants cast Control Weather, and that could reduce visibility, and the wind could throw off the arrows. And then while that's going on, we could take out the Flame Leviathan, knowing the archers are going to be at least ineffective for the most part. And then once that Flame Leviathan is dealt with, then we could teleport him in. Like I said, I just worry that if we teleport them in too soon, that they will be neutralized and our benefit is gone too soon.
I get that.
Like if you
we
activate
could-
baking powder too soon in a recipe, you know?
we could tell them to, because they know this castle better than us.
Sure.
Tell them to hide after they've taken care of the archers, or to bar the battlement doors. You know, in
DM,
whatever way they
Like
could.
we're taking their 8 best fighters. They're gonna
Yeah.
know what the fuck to do.
DM,
These-
how
these
many
aren't
ways?
These aren't useless giants we're working with here, guys.
Yeah, they're
Right,
all
but-
all very capable warriors from what
So
you've seen.
the battlements up top,
Yeah.
is it like, because we don't have a map at the top right now, is the top all connected, or is it separate like towers? And if it is all connected, how many ways in and out are we talking about here?
It's all connected. Actually, I'll give you the. I should have done this before. I'll give you the map of the whole area because
Have they confirmed whether or not there was a royal escape tunnel?
There is no royal escape tunnel.
Okay. Do we
Gotta
want
go
there
down
to
with
be
that
one?
ship.
I mean,
If we have druids with Move Earth, we could create a royal escape tunnel.
How long would it take though?
It's kind of slow, but it would be able to get us up underneath and directly into the heart of it.
We also have no idea. Did he give us an idea of how long this plan of theirs is gonna take to implement?
no.
So it could be an hour. It could be 3 days. You know,
Yeah, but we really want to get it ended before it happens. Like, we don't want it to take effect.
So that's the layout of the inside.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So that's what they
Okay,
had
so
on
the second level, is that the one that
sec-
we'd be looking at?
The second level is where you guys had come in through when you saved the prince. So you were at the palace guard
So
barracks.
third level?
Third level looks like a basement.
The fourth level is where the
No.
vaults are.
What's that stuff in the middle? Oh, let me do open in browser so I can see this
Yeah,
bigger.
you should just open it
Yeah.
in the browser.
Oh, there we
Sorry,
go. That
yeah.
helps.
Okay, so hang on. Is the third level a basement, or is it?
No, it's not a basement.
It's up,
Yeah,
right?
it's up.
Oh, so it's
Okay.
like a ceiling garden.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh no, it's not the ceiling. It's not the roof though. The third level is just the third level of the interior.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
okay, I
so
mean-
is the fourth level?
That's the vault.
Yeah, I know, but I'm like,
It connects to the royal family bedchambers. It's what they told us.
yeah, I understand that, but if it's the top level, that's where there would be battlements and stuff like that. But there's no battlements.
No. It's in the mountain.
Mm.
Ooh.
That's why it looks like that.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
So, is there a way? Okay, so this castle is built into the mountain. Then that's an interesting. Can we just? How does the moat go around?
It goes all the way around.
It goes all the way around. So that means it goes all the way around the mountain.
That's a solid point. Maybe there's a tunnel down into the vault. Maybe the vault is going down and then through, because it shows
Yeah.
little stairs there.
Yeah, probably. Or up and into the mountain or something. But my question still stands. Does the moat go all the way around the mountain? Is there a point where the Leviathan could be, we could just, kind of bring the Leviathan around to that point where the mountain can no longer see it, or the castle can no longer see it.
Oh, like a blind spot.
Yes. I asked before if there was a blind spot, and I never got an answer.
Yeah, because there is no blind spot.
But what about the mountain?
So, it's a weird castle. I should have explained this at the forefront. So the moat does go around. All right, how do I explain this? The castle was built initially into a mountain. It was a pretty small mountain. So the vault is pretty much what's left of like the natural mountain. So the castle itself is the mountain now. Is what I'm trying to get at.
Oh, so this is basically the peak of the mountain, basically. Yeah. Okay.
Sorry, I didn't make that clear enough.
No, it's fine. I mean, it's all in our imaginations. It's difficult to...
Also, you may have told us that, but we originally saw this thing a while ago.
Yeah.
When we were flying up to it.
All right. So no blind spot. Okay. So we're looking at the third floor then in terms of where the battlements are. Yeah?
Above the third floor is what I'm getting. What I'm hearing, I think.
The third level, yeah.
Actually, let's just ask the king. Would a small strike team of, say, 8 people be able to take and hold the battlements if we teleported them up there?
Yes.
Say 8 of your finest warriors.
Yeah, if it was the finest warriors they had, with probably with a magical support or 2, yes.
Okay. All right. What if it was 6 of your finest warriors with a magical support or 2?
Probably, yeah. Hold on. Ketchup.
Ketchup.
Yeah, if you brought ketchup, like they'd be done. No. So two support with 6 warriors, they could probably hold it for a decent amount of time. Of course, everything is like finite time though.
Yeah. Okay, if we sent some of their best warriors up there with a cleric or 2, or whatever, and we take out the Leviathan with the rest of the giants at the same time. And then once the strike team is done, if we are still working on the Leviathan, they can decide whether to hide or, bar the gates or bar the battlement doors type of thing, or whatever,
Okay.
Again, like KK pointed out, if they're practiced, skilled warriors, they're going to be, they're going to know what to do or they're going to have some idea of what to do, probably.
Well, and they've all been in this keep before, so they know the
Exactly.
layout.
And that's another thing, that they can then decide if they want to go in and, try to pick off people on the inside. I mean, they could be the ones who open up the gates.
Yeah.
If they manage to sneak past
If they were to
everything.
stealth, but I mean, most giants aren't amazing at stealth. They're big. You can hear them.
Yeah.
I would say them taking the top and fortifying and waiting for us to come in is probably the best item. But if they felt like they could come down, I mean, that would be their decision, of course.
Yeah.
I would say that would not be their prime plan. Just because I feel like it would be possibly a lot of losses on their part. I feel like we should be able to. I think that we, as being able to get through the human-sized rust monster holes, are a really good candidate to open the gate.
But we definitely need to take that Leviathan out first. So
Yeah,
what's our
otherwise we're
plan
not
for
getting
the
our troops back
Leviathan?
forth. Us fucking it up.
That's not.
Yeah, our plan is so my suggestion is we have somebody can cast control weather so the archers aren't as much of a problem.
Sure.
We'll teleport somebody up to the top to also deal with the archers and any, whatnot up on the battlements. As we do that, we go in with water breathing, and our team gets rid of the flame leviathan through basically just beating the fuck out of it and trying to get rid of its legendary saves and then forcing it to get banished. And then once the flame leviathan's banished, then we can have our team bringing over our makeshift bridge. We can go in, open the door, let them in the gates, and then we can run into the center.
How deep is this moat? How deep is your moat?
The moat is about. Let me get the dimensions of the freaking moat. The moat is about probably 75 feet deep.
Okay. Alrighty. I guess that's as good a plan as we're gonna get, really. How long is it gonna take for control weather to be cast
10
and
minutes.
be effective? 10 minutes.
10 minutes and you got 8 hours.
Okay.
I mean, 10 minutes isn't that bad.
Yeah, it's not
Well,
We
wait,
can
like,
easily do that while we're prepping.
I wouldn't say they could be casting that while we're getting into place.
Yeah.
Without it interfering with anything.
And while we're
yeah,
gathering the warriors that we're gonna send over.
I was kind of I'm gonna have to have 10 minutes to do water breathing as a ritual too, if that's something that we all want me to do. I was kind of hoping to maybe get a short rest so I could recover.
Well, why
some
don't we
spell
have you
slots,
take a short
but-
rest and then have the water breathing be cast by one of the storm giants since they can cast it.
I mean,
Just to save time.
short rest is an hour long. It's not gonna.
I don't think that it would be a problem to take a short rest. Like, I think that makes sense because a short rest is going to give us time to regroup a little bit. We've already been having this conversation, and then basically a short rest is going to be kind of the time it takes for a lot of this prep to happen, because if we are having them make a makeshift bridge, that's going to take some time. All this stuff, like, we got a bunch of people working on it, but there's a lot of bits going on here.
How many of you giants can swim? If we take out the Leviathan, would you be able to swim through the moat? Slosh through.
I
Obviously
bet
they
they
can't.
I actually bet they have a swim speed. with it being
Might.
storm giants. I bet they do. I'm not trying to metagame, but Dara just said be right
Yep.
back. So let me just double. I'm just gonna look and see if they have a swim speed. That's all.
Yep.
Oh, hey, Dara,
Yes.
do the storm giants have swim speeds?
Have some what?
Swim speed?
They. Let me. It's literally on that page. Sorry, Ketchup was screaming at me.
That's fair.
Yeah.
It's fair of Ketchup to scream at you.
I
Just
get screamed
all day.
at anyway.
Yeah, they have a swim speed equal to their land speed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Wow.
so
I wasn't trying to metagame. I was looking when we weren't sure how long you'd be gone. I opened up the page and I just happened to it finally
that's
loaded
fine.
for me.
That's perfectly fine. But yeah, they do.
Also, it's our allies, so you know.
Yeah, 50 feet. So
So yeah, they could swim across. I mean,
they could walk along. Probably walk go in the
You
water.
said it was 75 feet deep. They are 25 feet tall. No more, no less.
They could swim.
They can swim. I'm just, in case the makeshift bridge doesn't hold up.
yeah, honestly, if it's a makeshift bridge, having some of them swim might not be a bad idea, so there's not gonna collapse.
Yeah, I just don't want any of them to drown either, because if they've got armor on and stuff like that. But, I don't know.
They do have water breathing.
That's true. They can walk along the ground, like in
Pirates of the
Pirates
Caribbean.
of the Caribbean. Yep. Terrifying.
So I have a question for you guys while you guys are planning this. Do you guys want to enact this next week? Or do you want to start now?
Maybe next week so we can see if we can get some input from Mallory, just in case they have some other ideas that we didn't come up with, because I've been of very little help.
That's okay. We knew you mentioned that you weren't feeling great because you were, breathing smoke all day.
Yeah, my car was also in the shop, and it was just like a whole thing, and my brain got stuck on Arcane Gate and couldn't get past it.
It's fine.
That's fair. That would have solved a lot of problems.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can do this next week. We just need to remember the actual plan we came up with, which is not guaranteed. But I do think having Mallory
probably
around
remember most of it.
I wrote down strike team, control weather, kill Leviathan.
Honestly, what we should do is
maybe rust monster hole.
and we can one of us can take a minute and type this out, and we can actually talk about it in our channel that Mallory can be in.
Yeah.
Obviously, we can't get any input from Mallory right now because they're not feeling great, but we could actually just go ahead and get we can just write down what's going on and our ideas for stuff and see if they have any input before next week.
Yeah. And that way it's sort of an over the week thing, and we can we get a short rest, DM?
I mean, you're always allowed to take a short rest.
If we try to take a short rest, would we be able to get one? Like, they're not going to attack us in the next hour?
I mean, you haven't seen, from your vantage point, you haven't seen many of the...
you can't know that. If you die, you die. That's what happens.
You haven't seen any of the members of the denizens of the fire plane go to the camp yet. It looks like their forces are concentrated in the castle so far.
Okay. So I would like to take a short rest so I can do some arcane recovery. Once per day when you finish a short rest. So that's what I'm doing. While all the preparations are going on around me. That's what Tilda's doing.
That's fair.
Do I get the full short rest?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Thank you. Get a 5th level back. I get a 3rd level back. And I'll get that 1st level back as well. Okay. So I have no 6th level spells left,
Yeah, you get the
but
full short
everything
rest.
else. What?
Hmm?
What'd you say, DM? DM?
Jared, we can't hear
Jared?
you if you're talking. Maybe a cat thing happened?
Jared! All right.
If you're
Oh,
speaking, I can't hear you, Ro.
Oh, we couldn't hear
We can
you.
hear you.
we couldn't hear you
Uh-oh.
for
I
a
think it's
while.
me.
Are you?
God
Can
damn
you
it.
hear me? Can you hear me now? Good.
Hello?
Jared. You say Jared. Daylight come and they want to go home.
Sorry, cat made me hit something.
That's okay.
Oh, sure.
Can you
Blame it
hear
on
us
Cat.
now?
You were in and out, and we could kind of hear you, but you couldn't hear us. Can you hear us okay now?
Yeah, well, I can hear you guys okay now.
Cool beans.
All right. You can hear us now?
Yep.
Good.
But yeah,
Um,
yeah, I said you got the full rest. Full
Okay,
short
great.
rest, yeah.
Full short rest. Thank you. Excellent. Then yeah, I think unless anybody else needs or wants to say anything or do anything.
I'm just typing up a summary for Mallory.
Yeah.
And that way we can go ahead and summarize some of our ideas, and I'll kind of try to list like the various things that we've thought of, as well as like the resources we have and stuff like that. I'll go ahead and do it on our main chat. That way, if any of us have any other questions during planning for Jared, we might have to ask, like, do we have X, Y, or Z or something.